Good morning. I am going to share one of our traditions today that we do at Thanksgiving. And it's actually pretty simple, but it's quite powerful. And it's just you take a piece of paper or get on your computer and make a list of 100 things that you're thankful for. That's the exercise. And you'll be amazed at what it does to your heart. And so I'm just going to read my thankful list this year. It's Thanksgiving 2023, and just spend a few minutes reflecting on this and reading through it. So, number one, I'm thankful for my salvation, that I never have had to worry about whether Jesus is going to give up on me. Number two, grace, not for the things I've done, not just for the things I've done, but also the grace to not be attracted to certain things. Like I've never been attracted to like the drug culture, right? So I think that's grace and I'm thankful for it. Creation. I love the the fingerprints of God over all of creation. Number four, God's Word, my map and my handbook for life. Number five, the sanctifying work of the Holy Spirit that's in work inside of me. Don't memorize me because I am a work in progress. I expect to be different 5 years from now. Number six is Sherry, my amazing wife who's so beautiful and generous and godly. Number seven, we are a nation that has issues, but we are not at war. I see the things going on with Israel and Hamas, and I can just say thank you, God, that we are not at war. Number eight, my health. I can still run, and I have a fully functional body, like both eyes, both arms, both legs. Like it's a big deal. Just ask somebody that doesn't. Number nine, coffee. Now, it's interesting. My stomach doesn't tolerate coffee like it used to, so I have this like generic Maxwell House sugar-free blend. But hey, I love me some coffee. Number 10 is playing and being crazy with my grandkids. Number 11, conversations about God and doing the right thing with my kids. I love when they come to me and ask questions about a situation in their life, or how would I handle it, or what's God doing in my life. Number 12, having a beach walk, or actually it's having a beach that we can walk or ride to that's so close to our home. So 10 minutes that way, I'm on, it's called the Sound, but I call it the beach. Close enough. Number 13 is the godly heritage that was passed on to me from my grandparents. It's a big deal to me that I had, you know, people to look up to, like my grandparents that were following Jesus. Number 14, I now celebrate where in our marriage I'd be frustrated by our differences and I'd be celebrating the things that we had in common, but now I celebrate both. I realize that part of having differences is what helps both of us to grow. Number 15 is being part of a company that does a Christian devotional every morning of the day to get started. I love that. Number 16, the joy of music, and especially worship music. It helps me connect with God. 17 is going on adventures with Sherry. 18 is dancing with Sherry. 19, and this has been fun this year. It's been something that after Sherry and I have both lost parents, but so this one is Sherry and I have been gifted 12,136 days, and that I have the wisdom to cherish those days. In other words, I see now, even more than ever, that our days are limited, that they're numbered. And so I'm just going to be thankful for the ones that I have where we're together. Number 20, the realization this year that I don't have to pray for safety. Now this is interesting, but basically I just started thinking, you know what? Whether I live or whether I die, I'm safe. So why am I praying to be safe all the time? So anyhow, I like that one. God's got me. 21, I have no confusion about my gender. And I don't really say that poking fun at anyone. I say that out of compassion and thankfulness that this is not something that I ever had to struggle with. 22, I never had to find God or figure out God. He's just been part of my life as long as I can remember. 23, the older I get, the more capacity I have for compassion and empathy for others, which I'm thankful for. 24, good neighbors. We live in a great neighborhood. We have great neighbors, and it's been fun to get to know them. 25, I play this game called Fortnite. I call it my smoke breaks. I do not smoke, but I call it my smoke breaks, and especially when I win the crown. 26 is the smell of good food cooking, and I wrote down especially bacon. I like the smell of bacon cooking. I'm thankful for it. 27, I get to live on an island. Super cool living here in Hilton Head. 28, my blessings have exceeded my dreams. In other words, I remember being a young man coming out of high school with these huge dreams, and all of those dreams have been exceeded. And so having the pleasure of continuing to dream, getting bigger dreams, and I'm thankful for that. 29, have a little bit of money in the bank, a little bit of margin. That's cool. 30, I call them generosity sneak attacks. So I'm thankful that I have the privilege of being able to be generous. 31, the ability to learn and keep learning and actually enjoy the whole process. I am a lifelong learner. Part of me being alive is that I'm learning something new. 32, the adventure of trying, and here you are, of trying to create a YouTube channel. So I know nothing about this, this element of creating a YouTube channel. I'm not the greatest communicator, but I am setting off on this adventure and I am thankful for it. 33 is this guy right here. This is my Ember mug, and the beauty of the Ember mug is I can actually go on my phone and I can set it to the exact degree that I want my coffee to be at, which is 145 degrees. It's quite enjoyable. 34, the mentors that God has brought into my life, teachers, coaches, pastors, Sherry, and so many others, very thankful for them. 35, I get to work on an amazing project with an amazing company. Right now I'm working with General Mills, a very large company, very gracious people that I work with. They're hardworking, they're smart, and they're appreciative, and I am thankful for that. Number 36, 2023 has been the biggest year ever for my little consulting company, and 2024 is looking pretty great as well. 37, I love it. Right now it's not hitting me, but I love the feeling of when the sun hits my skin. I'm thankful for that. 38, I have a new drone. It's a Mavic 3 Pro, and it is cool, and I'm thankful for that. I am thankful, 39, for quiet early mornings and just that time of reflection, that time of that early morning. Number 40, the birds around our house that love to sing in the morning and get their day started. We have some chirpy singing birds that I love. They make me smile when I hear them in the morning. 41, the omelet lady. When Sherry and I were on vacation, we walked up to this lady that was making omelets. We asked her how she was doing. She says, "I'm doing great and ain't nobody going to change it." And I'm thankful for that. That's been a great little lesson to learn. 42, software like DaVinci and Ecamm that help in making YouTube videos and video editing. Thankful for that. 43, is that I started coding, so computer programming, when I was 12, and that gave me a great jump start. 44, laughing with our family over stupid stuff. Yesterday, we got to laughing so hard, we asked Alexa to make fart noises, of all things. And she started going, and she started asking if we wanted more. We were rolling, dying, crying, laughing on the floor. It still makes me laugh. 45, seeing God work in the lives of my kids. It's really incredible to see the power of faith and watch that work. 46 is Audible. I like me an Audible book. This year I've listened to autobiographies by Reba McEntire, Ralph Macchio, Patrick Swayze, David Goggins, and Michael J. Fox, and enjoyed it immensely. 47, direct flights between our growing up hometown of the Cleveland area and Savannah, and that they're reasonably priced. 48, my F-250. I like me my truck, and I feel safe in it. It's reliable, looks pretty decent. 49, Sunday drives in Sherry's Roush to the Roush Mustang. That's fun. Even to hear it start is pretty cool. Thankful for that. 50 is great messages from Pastor Stephen or somebody he chooses to preach every Sunday. I remember when we first started listening to Pastor Stephen and he wasn't going to be preaching, I would be disappointed. I'm like, where's Pastor Stephen? But now, whether it's his wife Holly preaching or he brings in a guest preacher from another church, they're all amazing and really thankful for that. 51 traditions like this one of the thankful list, but there's other traditions in my life that are now memories. So like when I was growing up, the tradition of going to my grandma and grandpa's is a great memory that I cherish. But it's not happening anymore. They're not here. So now we've started some new traditions and learning to be thankful for that. 52 is playing Run and Scream with the grandkids. That is the game, and that is one of their favorite things to do. Is just we go over, especially to my daughter Jordan's, and we just start running in circles and screaming, and everybody has a great time. 53, the joy of being a grandparent, 5 times over. 54, being bent towards hope and optimism. Having a good outlook on life. 55, just living here in Hilton Head, and I don't know if you see any in the frame right now, but there are flowers, some sort of flowers that bloom every year and are all year round in Hilton Head. It's amazing. 56, love me some electronic banking that I don't have to go to the bank. 57, Amazon. I don't agree with all the corporate policies of Amazon, but I love me some Amazon. I get on the computer, I click what I want, it shows up my door, I use it. If it's not what I want, I send it back. We have a UPS store within 3 miles of us, and off it goes. I love that. 58, movies, a good story, an action film, a rom-com, I don't care what it is. I love me a good movie. 59, working remote. I'm so thankful that I don't have to travel anymore. And then 60, no hurricane evacuations this year. Woo woo. 61, so this one I wrote down because I actually prayed quite a bit for this, but my niece lost all of her rings, so her engagement ring and a couple other rings. They were quite expensive. My sister asked a lot of people to pray. We did, and she found them. Thankful for that. 62, walks on the bluff. 63, going shark tooth hunting with Sherry. This is fun that we live so close to a beach where we can find shark's teeth almost every time that we go. 64, we have 3 grocery stores within 3 miles. That's cool. 65, I got to go to a YouTube conference called Vid Summit this year, which is led by Daryl Eves, and he's a co-founder of The Chosen, and he is now also a mentor of mine for YouTubing, and that is number 66. That Daryl Eves is my mentor for YouTube. 67, our back patio right here. 68, having friends all over the world. I could have never dreamed growing up on a dirt road in New London, Ohio, that I would have friends in Uruguay, Germany, India, and Canada, but that's pretty cool. 69, although I have friends all over, I love that I live in the US of A. We have our challenges, but we are still by far the greatest country on the earth. Number 7 is a man named Rod Joyce, a South African that took a chance on me, saw the potential that was in me for consulting, and hired me for my first consulting gig, and I'm very thankful for him. 71 is our military, and I got to say, biasly, especially the Air Force, but I was in the Air Force. That leads to 72, which are the cool airplanes that I'm thankful for, the A-10s, the F-15s, the F-16s, and now like the F-22, and I'm still trying to figure out how to get a ride in one of those things. 73 is Sherry's Coffee House. All the great people that partnered with us, the customers, the community, but especially watching Sherry shine during that time in our life. 74, pastors and their families. I appreciate and am thankful for anybody that's doing ministry. And I just wrote some of the names of our pastors down: Stephen Furtick, Chad Cooper, Carl Fannin, Jason Studer, Mike Crowder, Todd Freilich, Vince Cooper. There's so many of people that are pastors that I really appreciate. 75. So many great memories from the 80s. What a great time to be a teenager. The movies, the music, even our high school dances, just great memories for them at that time period. 76, no stupid COVID, no masks, no shots. I'm thankful that this year we didn't have to mess with that. 77, Christmas. I love Christmas. The lights, the music, and especially the message of hope. 78, being in close proximity to dolphins. So we can go for a walk out here on the bluff and see dolphins every once in a while. If we get in a boat, we always see dolphins, and they always make me smile. 79, I am able to physically and financially help others. That brings me a lot of joy, and I am thankful for it. 80, there are so many things that I could call out that I don't struggle with, and I'm thankful for that. Like, for example, I don't struggle with depression, and hey, like, I'm thankful. 81, a good nap. Love me a power nap, and I'm thankful that I have the ability to take a short nap. It refreshes me, and I can move on with my day. 82, I am on no medication, nothing, not a thing, and I'm thankful for it. 83, for my landscape crew that I paid to take care of the yard, and I'm glad that they do it and I don't have to. 84, fresh air. Even a quick walk outside is super helpful to my soul. 85, the wisdom to choose good friends. 86, FaceTime and Zoom. I love, even though we can't be physically with our grandkids and kids and my dad and others that we would like to all the time, we can't. It does help us to stay better connected with them. And then 87 is the year I graduated, and it reminds me to be thankful for my teachers and coaches and those folks, my youth group leaders that helped shape and prepare me for the world that was to come. 88, I'm thankful that while I was growing up, I never once had to worry about a school shooting. I feel bad for the kids in today's age. We never thought about somebody coming into our classroom and shooting us. 89, I'm thankful for heat and air conditioning in-house, in the cars, in airplanes. It's so nice. 90, I'm thankful for Dr. John Kavezdi. My senior year when I was playing football, this foot, these toes were pointing that way. I missed a handoff. First game I ever quarterbacked, missed that handoff. And somebody fell on my foot, somebody hit me, my body twisted, my foot stayed, my foot was pointing in the wrong direction, bones broken, ligaments torn. popped out of the socket. I think the only thing holding on was skin. Anyhow, I'm thankful for John Kavesi because he did an amazing job putting me back together, and I can still run, jump, and do all those good things. 99, I still have my teeth, all of them. I remember my grandma having dentures, and they freaked me out as a kid. 92, I'm learning the secret and value of margin in my life. Having a little margin in my schedule, a little margin in my finances is a huge blessing. 93, I've learned to immediately pardon others for small offenses, especially like driving. I've pretty much gotten rid of all the road rage, like things that I think used to well up in my heart if somebody cut me off or something. Now I literally just smile and wave and just grace. 94, the beauty of the tree leaves as they change in the fall. I'm amazed, whether it's out west, whether it's in the Midwest, even some of the stuff down here in the South is not nearly as dramatic and impressive, but still it's really cool. 95 is butterflies. Butterflies are so graceful, so beautiful, and every time I see a butterfly, almost every time, it reminds me of my mom, and it makes me smile. 96 is just the hope and joy of heaven. I'm really looking forward to spending eternity with Jesus and his followers. 97, the majesty and grandeur of the Rocky Mountains. Love getting out west, especially around the Vail, Colorado area. 98 is puppies and dogs, especially our dog Layla. 99, first responders, thankful for them. And number 100 is the power of gratitude to warm my heart. My heart is warm today. I hope that, maybe that you might pick this up and make it a tradition in your family. God bless you all.